Do you have employees that don't want 401k deferrals taken out of their bonus payments? What are your options? Hello, David McKenzie, Practice Leader of Retirement Plans here at Province Group, part of Province Wealth Management Group. There's definitely confusion as to when and how to apply an employee's elected deferral percentage to a bonus. In most cases, bonuses are considered compensation for purposes of the employee's deferral election. That means whatever percentage that they have elected for their regular pay must also be applied to that bonus payment. However, there may be other options. Some plan documents allow for a completely separate deferral election for bonus payments. The plan document might look something like this. In this example, the plan administrator could apply a consistent approach to defaulting the bonus to be subject to an employee's elected deferral percentage unless that employee makes an affirmative election to not have 401k deferrals withdrawn from their bonus. If your plan document offers this provision, this type of election is probably the easiest way to appease your participants and give them their own choice as to whether to have 401k deferrals applied to their bonuses. If your plan document does not offer separate deferral elections on bonuses, you may have one other option, but it does cause some additional headaches. Under this option, you would amend your plan document so the bonuses are not considered compensation for any plan purposes, such as employee deferrals and matching contributions. That means you wouldn't take any deferrals from bonus payments when made. Also, you wouldn't include the bonus payments when you add up all the compensation for year-end testing purposes. The headache involves the fact that bonuses must be included under all safe harbor definitions of compensation. As a consequence, if bonuses are excluded from the definition of compensation, an additional compensation ratio test would need to be run to make sure the bonus compensation is not considered discriminatory. In other words, the IRS wants to make sure that by excluding bonus compensation, this practice does not disproportionately benefit highly compensated employees. How to perform this additional compensation test is slightly complicated. Basically, you divide the included compensation without the bonus by total compensation for both the highly and non-highly compensated employees. Then you compare the two ratios. To be non-discriminatory, the spread has to be de minimis, and while there is no black and white definition of de minimis, the IRS appears to require no more than a 3% spread. In any case, should the compensation ratio test fail, it could become costly for the employer to correct. A thorough analysis should be performed before choosing this option. Please reach out with any questions regarding bonuses, and we will talk again.